Welcome back to Having Games. You're joined with myself, Tom, and Woody, our guest from episode 26 of the Having Words podcast. Today we're going to find out who's going to win a randomly generated adjective to go at the end of their name. Currently, Tom still has Tom the Aggressive. Let's see who wins in today's Having Games episode. Welcome back to Having Games. Woody, this is your first ever Having Games experience. How are you feeling before we start off?
Nervous.
You should do.
I mean, I'm very competitive, so Tom is going to lose.
He's going to... Tom's going to win. Wait.
See, but no, I'm taking the more, just chilled approach.
Do you play as well, Joe?
Guarantee me victory.
I played once when Tom hosted episode 6 or something.
And you duped me.
I duped you.
You undercut my leadership by creating a new rule or something.
It's called, the episode's called Conning the Host, because I made a new rule and won. And I got the title Josh the Mad, so I've been Josh the Mad for the last, 20 weeks. So, until someone hosts again. You know what, Woody, you could host one next time you're down if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Guest host.
Guest host. That would be the first time, wouldn't it?
Now, Woody, I would be scared if I was in your position, because Tom is quite good.
Yeah, I can
Tom is
imagine.
quite good.
Yeah.
He channels his inner Joe. Joe Jones.
Oh, I have to.
And Joe's really good.
Joe
He's
is
been on.
the master. I'm just the apprentice.
We give Joe a minute and he thinks of 3 different plots, subplots, romantic bits. Sequels. He also thinks of inconsistencies in the story. It doesn't make any sense. It's crazy.
Wow.
So I'd be scared because Tom's channeling his inner Joe right now.
Just because I'm channeling it doesn't mean I can actually pull it off.
No, but remember, Tom, I was in history review for 2 years and English. I know how creative you can be.
You know how my mind works.
Yeah,
Today we're playing movie pitches, which we played in the past. I love... Tom's slating me because Woody slated him yesterday for the Indiana Jones show. It's like the host. Every point I give to Woody. Today we're doing movie pitches where I give you guys a celebrity or actor's name, a genre or hybrid genre for a movie, and then also a random object. And you guys have a few minutes to think, and then you have to pitch to me a movie idea. And then I'll be giving out points, 1 point for best actor relevance, such as star personas or traits the character has, such as... Liam Neeson's having that dramatic quote in what's it, Taken, where he's like, "I will find you and I will kill you," that kind of thing. If it has the kind of quirk of the actor or the celebrity, I kind of give I sway the points more towards that. I also give a point for relevance to the genre and also best use of the object. Do you understand?
I do.
Also, we're just going to say you can actually send in your contributions at havingwordspodcast@gmail.com, and we'll try and use them in the next time we play movie pitches. You can send in a celebrity, actor's name, a genre, and a random object, and we will say it's from you, and then our guest, and other co-host will play it for you. And now I just want to remind you guys are competing for a random adjective to go at the end of your name. Tom, I want you to win because I'm sick of you being Tom the Aggressive.
I know, it needs to change.
You're getting so aggressive, you're actually calming down a little bit now. Yeah. You're a little bit fed up.
It's a bit unfair the adjudicator said that he wants Tom to win before we even start.
Wait.
To be fair.
But also,
that's quite bad.
Also,
but let's carry on.
But also, I want Woody to win because I hate guests leading without a nickname. So
Story of my life.
It's 50-50 here. Now we're going to start off with round 1. So, round 1. Woody's the guest, which is he goes first, but I'll give you some moments to think. So, the actor or celebrity name is Jason Statham.
Okay, no.
Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Do you know who he is?
Do I know?
Okay, good. And the genre is a family feel-good.
Okay.
A family feel-good genre. Look at you two write it down. And the random object that you have to associate with the narrative is a top hat. A top hat.
Okay.
So I'll give you guys some minutes to think.
What is a family feel good?
It's just one of those films just it's like a feel good film. It's it's suitable for all the family as well.
So would you say that the end message is positive?
Typically, yeah. What have you got in mind?
So no one dies.
Someone could die, but it has to be light-hearted.
Right. I'm ready. Okay,
now Woody, you go first because you're the guest of this week.
Right. So do I just sort of go?
Pitch it.
Okay. So
Tom's thinking about
I'm thinking. Right. So you got Jason Statham.
Yeah, that's the name I gave you.
Big bulky guy. He's got a family, right? And his family has a dog as well, right?
Yeah.
And because everyone knows that Jason Statham loves dogs. Okay.
Sure, okay.
Right, and there's this top hat. Right, this golden top hat, right? He's nothing to do with it, right? He's an ex-military guy, Jason Statham, but he's like retired, like family, you know, settled down with his doggo, and there's a magic golden top hat, right? And it's kept in like I don't know, in the White House in America,
of course.
Okay, and so
someone's reaching.
and so
top hat. Sorry.
You know, it goes missing.
Yeah.
And like everyone's like, "Where's the magic top hat gone?" Right? And
everyone. There's a national outrage as the top hat is missing.
And there's certain other things that you've got to find to make the top hat magic, right?
Okay, sure.
And so the top hat is like the main thing, and so they like. The FBI recruit Jason Statham and his doggo because the guy who has taken the top hat, he says he wants to destroy all the happy doggos in the world. Right? So Jason Statham...
Wait, all of the happy ones?
Yeah.
Destroy them?
Yeah.
Or vaporise them?
It's like in Endgame, where Thanos like clicks his hand and he puts the hat on and they just disappear.
Wait. So if he has the hat already, why doesn't he just
you didn't listen. There's other things.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like decorative pieces on the hat.
Sorry, Gary.
And there's like 5 of
stones.
them. That he's got to put on.
Of course, yeah, okay.
To make it work.
Yeah.
But right, so then there's like, you know, Jason Statham's trying to find him, and he's getting all angry like he does, like busting through walls and like, and he finds a girl and he saves the girl along the way because he always, you know, ends up saving someone. He does save a girl.
He does.
He usually gets together with them, but he's faithful to his wife.
Yeah.
But there could be a point in it where he takes his wife and kills her, so he has to find love. You know, but it wouldn't really be a family film, so I'm going to redact that bit.
Yeah,
of course, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so at the end, like he basically finds him. It's like there's a fight over the last decorative piece.
What is the last decorative piece?
It's like a little like golden flower that goes on it. Yeah, because everyone knows that Jason Statham loves flowers as well.
Yeah, of course.
And then he basically gets it off him, and then all the happy doggos in the world come and just eat the guy that tried to do it.
Cool.
And that's the film.
Nice. Awesome. So Thanos steals a magic.
No, but it was different because Thanos got all of the Infinity Stones. This geezer didn't get all of the magic flowers.
Yeah. Okay, nice one. I like it. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. Oh, do you have any questions for that plot?
Many.
Right, go.
We'll
shoot. I think it's solid.
Okay, Tom?
Got quite a similar sort of premise.
Definitely stole my idea.
Totally stole all of it. So there's a magic top hat. Right. Jason Statham is a retired MI6 agent.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Okay.
Why is he British? Sorry, I'll wait till the end.
He is British.
No, he's not.
He's totally British.
Wow. He should win based on that.
Okay, so he is basically he's in a family, loving family. He's got kids, wife, everything. Goes to a little get together, little party with his family, a whole load of other families as well. He gets recognised at this party by someone he used to work with, who was never proven. You see through flashbacks, but it was never proven that they were a double agent. But he always believed that person was.
Okay.
And he left because he was threatened, because this person was quite high up, and he was threatened with either leaving and staying quiet, or your family gets killed. He recognises this person, and this person doesn't take kindly to seeing him again.
Yeah.
After everything that happened, so then he has to go undercover again with his family this time, because his family's part of it now, because they're all in the same place. And they have to try and prove or find out that this guy is a double agent. while he's also being hunted down and all of that sort of stuff. That's the that's the main sort of plot going on there.
Yeah. Shake your head, buddy.
Yeah. The film is called.
Yeah. What's the title of the film?
The film is called Pursuit of Hattiness.
Yeah, where was the top hat? You missed the top
The
hat!
top hat he wore, by the way.
Oh.
At the party.
That's boring.
What is he?
Mine was called Top Ham because his name was Jason Statham. So
it's dreadful.
I'm gonna say it's the worst round we've ever had.
It's quite poor.
Okay, well done, you guys. Now I'm going to give out 3 points based on the creativity, genre, and object. The first point that I'm going to give for object goes to Woody because a lot of the stories.
It's got to be. He wore a hat. Oh!
A lot of the stories circulated.
Straight up roasted.
A lot of stories circulated around the top hat. So Woody, there's 1 point for you for object. Now for genre, or best suited to the genre, I'm going to give it to Thomas. Tom, I'm going to give you the genre point. Thanks, no more sense. Woody's felt a lot more like an action sci-fi.
Yeah, thriller.
Thriller.
Yeah.
Now for the last one, it's for character relevance. Now both of you did actually make hints towards Jason as an actor and as his persona of an actor, and this was quite a difficult one for me. So I'm going to give the point for character relevance to. I'm going to give it to Woody. I'm going to give the point to Woody. Well done. I like it. Woody, although I feel like the narrative was all over the place at times, I do think your creativity was vast. Tom, you stuck with the genre, and that worked perfectly. Vast, yeah. His creativity was all over the place.
Hey,
it was
you
great.
didn't have any dogs in yours.
I didn't know that.
I had all the happy dogs in the world.
All the happy dogs.
That's a lot to imagine.
Yeah.
That's a lot to
They're
imagine.
being threatened with death. That's not a good family film.
Well, Tom, you did get the point for genre.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah, I deserved that one.
What about 101 Dalmatians?
Shut up.
That was a dark film turned
it?
into a happy ending, and that is a family
Disney
It's an
film.
old-fashioned Disney film. They're all fucking dark.
Yeah, isn't it a family feel good though?
Okay.
And that was centered around killing dogs, wasn't it? Thank you very much.
Let's see how Woody can bring into killing dogs in round 2. Round 2, you guys. Currently, Woody has 2 points. Tom has 1 point.
Oh.
Round 2. This is relevant to current times. Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Good one. The genre is romantic.
Okay.
Romance.
Yeah.
And the random object is a small bike.
A small bike.
Like a child's bike or just like a small bike.
Right, I like it.
I've smashed you already. On this.
Well, you haven't even...
Don't do that.
Okay, I'll give you a few minutes to think about that. I like this status that I'm sitting in with the light behind me, and I'm like a silhouette. You guys have walked into my office. Pitch to me the next big movie idea. Now hear me out, there's a top hat and there's dogs.
That's all I got.
I love it. Woody, because you won last round, Tom goes first this round. Tom, whenever you're ready.
Cool. Right, this film is called The Bike Tricks. And Keanu Reeves is a lonely man. He has lost relationships.
Yeah.
He's lost dogs.
Good boys.
Since he left the events of The Matrix.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
We directly tie
Wow.
I'm piggybacking the success of those films. He keeps seeing a small bike, a small kid's bike, everywhere he goes.
Interesting.
The same one, the same design. He sees it in his apartment. He sees it when he's at work. He sees it just in the street. He sees it everywhere, just on its own, standing on its own. One day he's driving, and this same bike rolls out onto the road, and he hits it. There's nothing on it, just rolls out. He then hears a kid is crying, and he finds out that was that kid's bike. So he goes over with the bike and he's like apologising. The mum comes out, she's beautiful, like, comes out, opens the door, wind is blowing, she's like,
whoa,
all that
nice.
sort of shit. They hit it off.
Hit the kid.
Little bitch. The rest of the film is him finding meaning in his life again and rediscovering all of the positives and happiness that comes with a relationship, but also the negatives, but mostly the positives. And then that's the end of the film.
I like that. That's cute. That's cute. Nice
Romance.
a romantic film.
Yeah,
Romance.
I'm a bit worried about my romantic side of it now.
Yeah? You should be.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, Woody.
Right, so we have Mr. Reeves.
Whoa.
He's an orphan, right? So you join him when he's in sort of like his early 20s or maybe mid 20s, absolutely shredded. He's a fighter. Like he's a fighter, and he's like, you see him. He's like working himself up in the opening scenes, and he goes into this warehouse and like goes John Wick on them. Like he just takes out this whole warehouse, and they had captive this beautiful girl who is also an operative. Okay, and he saves her.
Yeah.
Okay, and so she and like he's like, no, I'm better on my own. And throughout this whole thing,
so he didn't know she was there. He just went. He didn't know she was there. He just,
no. Listen, listen,
and then left.
Please listen to me.
Carry on.
So the reason why he was an orphan, right, is he keeps having flashes, and throughout the fight he keeps like he gets shot, right, and then he'll have another flashback and get angry, and it'll be about when his parents got killed.
What's he doing while he's being shot? Just on the floor?
No, like behind cover and stuff. It'll be quick, right? So
it's here, right?
So he'll be behind cover and he'll get really angry and they'll have a flashback and he'll be like walking into the room where both his parents are dead and there's his bike from when he was younger toppled over with blood on it and the wheels like spinning. Okay? And he keeps having that flashback and so yeah, mate, can you just listen? Okay, right?
I am. I don't hear any love.
So he saved this beautiful girl, and the whole reason why he went on this rampage was to kill the people that killed his
bike.
that killed his parents.
Yeah.
And the reason why he's having all these flashbacks, and the main people that did it, he didn't kill in the warehouse, and so it goes on.
How does he know?
And these two, they come together loads of times at different sort of hotel rooms and stuff, and almost a little bit like a James Bond type thing where they end up sort of having a bit of romance in the middle, but he's always like, no, because I'm better on my own. You distract me.
But still goes for it.
Yeah, but he still plows her. And then they get to the end, and then they find the guy like who did it after more John Wick type style where he just slaughters everyone, but he did it with his wifey at this point, and they like really bond, and then like they kill the last guy together, and, like it's just so cathartic for them both.
How do they kill him? How do they kill him in detail together?
They both
make love.
They kiss.
They stab him with the same machete at the same time. Whilst
machete's more of a
no, but they stab because they don't want to be conventional. They stab him with a machete.
Okay.
And that's how they find love. And both of them, they're two lone wolves that come together. And their love just blossoms from that, and they go on to save the world.
Thank you, Woody. Okay, I like that. Tom, do you have any questions for his plot?
I didn't get any questions for Tom's plot.
You don't again. Mine was pretty sound. Yours involves no
sound.
Essence of romance.
They get together and it's John Wick
romantic film.
And and the film name is called Love's Wick. As well.
What? It just makes no sense.
Love's Wick.
Okay, I've got to give out points.
Is it directly tied to John Wick, or is it?
No.
Well, then how's he John Wick?
No, because you can't. It's copyright, isn't it? You can't just
You're the one
use the name
directly John Wick.
No, I was saying it's like you're going John Wick style. It's a way
it says
of
that on the cover.
The title has Wick on it.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily link to him.
It's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So what?
Okay, I'm going to give out points. So currently Woody's on 2 points, Tom's on 1 point.
Here we go,
The first point I'm going to give out is for creativity. And I think I'm going to give it to Woody. I'm going to give Woody the point for creativity.
Mate, I'm very creative.
Yeah,
you got.
For me, it was the flashback of the blood on the bike and the bike's wheel turning. The next one I'm going to give is for genre.
I'll take this one.
Which I'm going to give to Tom. Tom, you definitely embraced the romance aspect.
Yes, I did.
Woody was like, oh yeah, and they kissed and fell in love, I guess.
They stabbed the guy together. I mean, come on. How much more romantic can you get?
Just not that.
Mummy, I want to watch a romantic film.
Oh my god! John Wick, not John Wick!
Fuck.
And the final point I'm giving out is for object.
What was the object? Small bike.
Small bike.
Ooh.
And I'm going to give this point to the person which I think the object made more of an influence and relevance in the plot. I'm going to give it to Tom.
Thank
Tom,
you.
you got the point for the object. Currently, to Tom, 3 points. Woody, 3 points.
Oh.
Coming down, coming on to...
Coming in.
Me.
Coming in to Woody.
On to me.
Round 3. Round 3. Celebrity or actor's name, Miley Cyrus.
Fucking hell.
The genre is a bloody horror.
As opposed to a
Normal horror.
confetti horror.
I like gory horror.
Okay.
And the random object is a chicken. Miley Cyrus, bloody horror, chicken.
Easy.
I'll
man.
give you a few minutes to think.
Easy, man. I might just improv this on the spot.
Yeah, I'm going to improv it as well then.
Okay, if you two are both gonna
Or am I? Detailed notes. I'll improvise
Build
it.
it up.
The backstory of the chicken and its motives.
the chicken's called Miley Cyrus. Okay, so I'm going to start with Woody because Tom got more power. Because Tom got more power.
He's got more power.
I'm going to start with Woody because Tom got more points. Tom the Aggressive got more points in round 2. Woody, begin. Miley Cyrus, chicken.
Right. So I'm going to go, because it seems like most things, she acts as herself. She is Miley Cyrus or Hannah Montana. She's a singer, right? And so she has enough of it. She has enough of the game. And she goes out, she wants to go on like a retreat. And she goes to see her friend in the countryside.
Stolen line.
Mate, it's not stealing it, is it?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Right, yeah, so she goes out to the countryside to see her friend, and there's like, you know, there's a few of them there, and her friend owns, like, she's sort of like a farmer. You know, she has sort of, you know, animals and all stuff like that, and
Like what farmers have.
yeah, and crops in the field, like there's tall crops, and it's so secluded. It's out, you know, they've got like 20 acres of land, loads of land. They're out in the middle of this little shed, little shack.
Okay.
Out, you know, they're getting it on. You know, they're having.
Wait, who's getting on? Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, and her friend.
Okay,
and they,
yeah.
you know, because she likes a little sign, and then they see this thing like run across the back, and they're like, "Whoa, what's that?" Right? Yeah. And then. And they're like, well, that's strange. And then they carry on, you know, they're watching films. They're watching a film or something, and then they're like, oh, let's get some more wine. And so her friend goes out.
Let's get some more wine.
Yeah. And so her friend goes out to the kitchen, and you just hear a scream, like a massive scream.
Yeah.
And then
My ass.
and then Miley like runs into the kitchen, and her friend is just on the floor, dead, face down, right, with chickens all around her, right, just pecking, like they can't stop pecking, right, and they get down, and she's screaming, she doesn't know what to do, and then all of a sudden they just go, like, and they look at her, right. And she screams and she runs, like she slams the door behind her, right? And she can hear them just like slamming themselves against the door, right? And so she runs, she's like trying to lock herself in somewhere, but they just keep coming. And then, you know, and these chickens, right? You know, chickens can't fly, right? Yeah. These can fly. So she goes to like the top of her house, like to the top of the house, and there's like, you know, she's in the bathroom, she's thinking like, what can I do? She's like looking for a weapon and stuff, and then she starts seeing birds just fly into the windows, like trying to smash the windows open, and so she thinks, fuck, like I've got to get to the car, right? And she runs outside, gets to the car, and she crashes the car, she's running through the wheat fields, and these chickens are like flying everywhere, yeah, and then like eventually, right? She gets to the road, and a car like drives along, and and they're basically and they just get out and they've got a gun.
What, the chicken?
No, not a chicken. This is just a person. This is just a person, and they say you have to re-enter the compound.
Oh, she has to go back in.
And people are basically betting to see how long these people can last in that situation.
What film are you ripping off? Do you know what
Drop the mic.
Do you know what film you're ripping off?
Bye, Willie.
See you later.
Okay, awesome. Tom, any questions on that plot?
Mate.
Easy, mate. I don't need to ask any questions.
Okay, Tom, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, Miley Cyrus is one day in KFC.
We're not sponsored by KFC.
There are other chicken restaurants.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, that's the one.
You're speaking times over, Willie.
Sorry.
She's out.
Let Tom interrupt me.
Do you want to
Racists.
Guys, please. Miley's had her food, or eating her food, at the table. There is a strange sort of gypsy-like woman ordering food from the counter.
Yeah.
And she's getting really aggy because they don't have a certain thing. And she gets really annoyed. And she's screaming and raving, and Miley laughs and chuckles. And this woman hears her, looks over at her and goes, "A curse upon your chicken." And the sky darkens, thunder claps.
Yeah.
And the gypsy woman walks out. The sky's clear. And Miley's like, what was that?
I like that, okay.
Yeah. And so then they go. And then the next day, she's at school, and then she looks out the window, and there's just a chicken. One individual chicken slowly walking towards her. Right? And she's like, she keeps looking, but then the bell rings and she gets up and goes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the next day, she's just in her house, it's the weekend, she looks out the window, there's a chicken walking down the street. And she's like, what is going on? So she goes out, stares at this chicken as it's walking slowly towards her. Yeah.
I like the sound effects of the back.
She goes back inside, ignoring it, trying to just move on. And then hears the door open, but she's on her own. And she hears a faint and then little clawy feet on the wooden steps she has. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
And so she's getting really freaked out now.
Yeah.
So she quickly just locks her door. She keeps hearing the noise get louder and louder and louder. And then pecking starts on the door. And she's like, what's going on? And she opens the door and there's nothing there. She goes out into the hallway. There's nothing there. Goes downstairs. There's nothing there. She goes outside. There's nothing there. So she goes, right, I'm going to go for a walk. And the camera just pans out as she's walking.
Yeah.
And up on the roof is a chicken.
Oh my God.
And then the next day, she is starting to realise she's being followed by this chicken. Okay, and she goes to the gypsy woman.
What, you can see?
She finds her. She just finds her. She sees a fortune telling on the street.
Hey!
Is really freaked out by the chicken thing and is like, please can you get rid of this? I'm really sorry for laughing. And the woman's like, there's only one way you can get rid of it. Only one way. You have to go to KFC, the place where I gave you the curse, and you have to complain about your food. So she goes to KFC. She complains about her food. She thinks it's all over. The person she complained to is on the news the next day and has been viciously murdered, horrifically murdered. There's a picture on there which they give warnings about and they show the picture, but the dude's been totally ripped apart, covered in chicken shit. But it's really gory, right? And so she starts to panic again. She sees the chicken, it's coming back, chicken's still following her, and then she has this epic final duel with the chicken to try and finally beat this thing in a slaughterhouse. Of course. Eventually pushes the chicken into the meat grinder. Gets blended up. Thinks it's all over. That's it. She thinks it's all over. We think it's all over. And then we see the final shot is her walking down the street with a friend. And in the very far distance, you can see a little object. A little chicken. That's it.
I like it with Tom. I like that a lot.
It was good.
It was good. I like that. I like how you both embrace the horror genre as well. Woody, any questions?
It's a tough one. It is going to be a tough one.
You guys have made it difficult for me.
Yeah.
Are we going to get this 1.5 each? Is that what's
I really
gonna
hope not. You have to be clinical. You have to be brutal.
So, currently, Woody, you're on 3 points. And Tom the Aggressive, you're on 3 points.
Yes.
The first point I'm going to give out for is creativity or, actor relevance.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Tom didn't have... What?
No, I didn't, did I?
For creativity, Woody, I can really imagine your one really well. I can imagine every scene, every room in the house, every movement. Tom, I liked how you built tension. I like that.
Yeah, your storytelling is strong, Tom.
With the soundscapes and everything. So because of that, I'm going to give the point to Tom.
Thank you.
Tom, you got the point for creativity.
Okay.
Tom, 4 points. Woody, 3 points. The next point I'm going to give out is for genre. And the genre was horror gore. And Woody, you mentioned blood in yours when she pecked her friend to death in the kitchen. Tom, you obviously mentioned gore as well, with the person brutally murdered and with chicken shit all over them. Now this one, I think I'm going to give it to the person which I could envision the gore more clearly, which suited the narrative. And also the genre as well. Woody went very typical, it was very typical horror, whereas Tom, you went kind of creepy horror. Yeah. It was creepy. Yeah. So because of that, I'm going to give the point to Woody.
Okay.
Woody for the gore. Woody, I can imagine your one a little bit more. The chicken shit wasn't too gory, it was more disgusting. Covered in chicken.
I think I went wrong there, didn't I? Yeah.
And the final point for object of the chicken and its relevance in the plot.
Oh, wow. Well, this is even, isn't it? We both had really, the chicken was the horror thing.
Yeah, that was the aspect of horror.
Now, because you guys have made it difficult for me, and you're both on 4 points currently, I want to make it easier on myself, so I'm going to move this into the bonus round. So you both have... but none of you get a point for that one. So you're both on 4 points each.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Okay, so now bonus round 4. Okay, you guys, and we're back. Where did we left? Where did we go? Okay, final round. Let's get straight into it. Actor or celebrity name is Caroline Flack from Love Island.
Bit of a weak celebrity.
I didn't even call her a celeb. What's she even done?
B-lister.
The host. It's relevant to Love Island.
What's her stereotype? Oh, right, okay.
I thought her entrances and stuff. It's a Flack attack or whatever.
You look gorgeous.
And the genre is action genre, and the random object is a golf ball. Caroline Flack, action genre, and a golf ball.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll give you a few minutes to think.
I'm going to find it so hard to link her to action. Because I don't know what she's done other than...
Love Island, yeah, me neither.
Island, which is the most docile thing in the world.
She was on she did X Factor.
Oh yeah, she was a little bit, wasn't she? Caroline Flack, action genre, random object is a golf ball.
I'm going to improv it, mostly.
And the person that goes first is Woody, then Tom.
We have Miss Flack.
Miss Flack.
Right? She's on the set of because we can't use Love Island, it'll be a new reality TV show abroad where you get loads of people in, they try and fall in love and basically have sex and all that stuff.
Wait, what's it called?
The Isles where love will happen.
What channel is it on?
It's on Channel 11.
Oh, yeah, it's not ITV.
No.
Channel 11.
No, Channel 11.
It's a good one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
She's struggling for work a little bit.
Okay.
Like you are with the plot, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, and the reason is because Love Island Love Island imploded because so many people started the mental health was so bad that came from Love Island.
Yeah.
They were just so
everyone
became and because she's sort of the face of Love Island, everyone got really angry at her, and so her career sort of took a dive. And a lot of people were really, really angry, and so she sort of moved away. But she sort of tried to make a comeback, doing this new reality TV show. She's on the set. Massive explosion, right? Massive explosion. Some of the crew died. It's mad. It's crazy, right? And then car rocks up outside. Quick, get in. Guess who it is? Jason Statham. There we go. Right? He's quick, get in. And so She does, because she has no choice, right? And he's like, I've been following you for a little while now. People are out to get you. Like, because of what you did, because of how many people's lives you screwed up. Like, people are out to get you. We need to get you across the border. Right, and out of the country, and get you new passport. Like, so they're in Spain at the moment, but they want to go to Portugal because things are a bit more dodgy in Portugal, and you can sort of, you know, get around it a bit more. So like they're going and they have to stop overnight because their car runs out of fuel and stuff. So they sort of have to ditch the car and then they go. But what they don't know is people are following them. Or like Jason Statham sort of knows, but he doesn't. He hasn't like they're sort of both very paranoid, and they get to this sort of clubhouse, and what is this clubhouse for?
I don't know. You're saying
it's a golf clubhouse.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and so. You know, all this sort of like ex-Love Island people, like they come in sort of like waves, and like Jason Statham's like trying to get them, but he dies. He actually dies.
Jason.
They actually managed to kill him because they just overpower him, and like they're stabbing him, and she's like crying, like she runs and stuff, and she goes, and who knew, right, that she's actually sick at golf. Because she goes to the driving range and she lines up loads of balls, right? And as they come through the door, smashes them in the head. Boom, gone, one after the other, until there are no more.
Don't they have
right?
guns?
And huh?
Don't they have guns?
No, you can't get guns.
There's enough of them to overpower Jason Statham, but she has the time and ability.
No, because they're occupied with her. So there's a part.
Hit them at her assailants.
There's a part in it, right, where he's like taking them on, right? There's like 5 of them, right? Yeah. He's trying to take them on, and he goes, "Caroline, run."
Set up the golf ball.
Yeah, and so she runs,
Set
and like
the trap up.
Yeah, and so they kill him, and they run after. Like he gets a couple of them, so there's only about 3 at this point, and she kills 2 of them with golf balls, right? 2 of them with golf balls, smashes the last one in the head, runs for the car, gets across the border, gets their friend Pedro across the border, fake ID. Fake name, off into the sunset. The guy that Jason had set up to get her a new identification, so she could actually have a life. And you know, he did all that for her. So, you know, really, it was romantic as well, I think.
Finally.
When he gets the other point of view. Amazing. Okay, Woody, Tom, any questions real quick about that plot?
No, we've done them all.
Yeah. Tom, Caroline Flack, action, golf ball.
Okay, mine's incredibly weak. Anyway, you little bitch. Caroline Flack is presenting Love Island. She's
copyright. Couldn't really Love Island.
She goes into the villa to talk to him, and then all of a sudden, helicopters come over the top. 3 of them, ropes, men all in black, come sliding down, hit the ground.
Why was their colour important?
All in black. Anyway, these black men. They round everyone up. They keep the girls and guys separate.
Like they do anyway.
Yeah. They're like, everyone get on the ground, get on the ground.
Oh my God,
this is a hostage situation, blah, 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 blah. And Caroline's like, everything's in slow-mo, because all her entrances are in slow-mo, so everything's in slow-mo for this bit. She's panicking, everyone's scared, everything like that. Producers are like, what's going on? This isn't part of it. They're told to get on the ground. And then one of the leaders, the leader of the group, the terrorist group, brings
Pedro, his name is.
brings one of the islanders in front of Caroline, who's asked to stand up. The islander's kneeling, and they ask Caroline, "Where did you put the map? Tell us, otherwise we will kill this man." And she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about.
Kill him."
No idea." So he gets shot. They bring out another one. And she's like, "I don't know what you're talking about," crying, everything like that.
Yeah.
Bam, another one, dead. So now she's realising that they mean business, and she's like, did they bring another one? She's like, okay, I'll tell you.
Go through all of them.
I'll tell you.
The last one. Okay.
Hold on.
I'll tell you.
She goes, "I'll tell you where the map is. On one condition. You finally leave me alone." And they're like, "It's a deal." So she goes into the kitchen of Love Island, reaches into the oven, Puts it on. Reaches into the back, pulls out a golf ball, and there's a little hole in the top.
Yeah.
She puts her finger.
Golf ball, isn't
it? Pulls it apart. And this tiny little roll of paper. She does that. She goes, oh. And then she goes. She unfurls it. It's a little map. It is a little map of the villa, and hands it to the lead terrorist.
It's just the blueprints, is it? Just for the
tiny little
place. They're just like, oh.
Meanwhile, loads.
I just really like architecture. I just really wanted the blueprint.
Hands it to him, and he's like, "We finally got it. Go." And so 3 of them split up and go to where she's marked a little X on the map into the pool. So they dive down to go and retrieve this thing. And
they put a boat on the pool. Go.
They dive. And she's like,
it's just laying on the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
Whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
it was just.
and
they all went swimming and everything. All the islanders.
There was a massive X as well.
It's in the filtration system.
Oh, okay.
And they know this, right? So they dive down, and then. But what she hasn't told them is that you have to have her fingerprints to pull off the filter cover. And so they go to pull it off, and the pool goes red. The bits at the top shut, like steel doors, like shut, and they're like trying to swim up to the top, but they shut them in.
Oh my
they
God.
Drown. The terrorists are like, "What's going on? What was that? What have you done?" Caroline's like, "You asked for this." And then the islanders, they stand up and they pull out weapons that they've had on them. Some of them have had pistols, some of them had swords, machetes, anything. And then they attack their terrorists and they're fighting, they're killing them. Some of them are dying as well, though, the islanders, but they're fighting back. Caroline, in slow-mo, is kung fu fighting them and gets to the lead terrorist finally. They stare at each other down. The lead terrorist is like, "One day we will get you. One day we will get what you..." Oh my God. Well, actually, no, I don't know what she's done. Actually, I haven't figured that out. But
A weak plot.
What is it for anything?
the lead terrorist is like, "One day we will get you." Caroline's like, "Not today." Engages in combat, breaks his neck. He falls to the ground. His phone, which has been dropped, starts to be rung. It comes up on
Here we go.
comes up on the screen as director.
Al Qaeda.
Director. She leans down, picks it up. Phone answers. It's Ian Sterling, the commentator.
Yeah,
for
okay.
Love Island. And he says in his weird accent, he's like, "I'm going to get you," and then it hangs up, and that's it. End of story.
I like that open ending, Tom. I like that a lot.
Cheers, man.
You guys, firstly, that was difficult. That was really that was a difficult combination.
That was off the top of my head.
That was really good.
That was good.
That was really good.
To be honest, Tom, when you first started, I was thinking this is going to be shit, but then you just developed it so much, and you did massively save it.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man. Appreciate it.
Okay, you
Yours was
guys.
good as well.
You guys. 4 points each at the moment. Last round, you guys, I couldn't give it a point. It was too difficult. So this round, I'm giving out 3 points. That was tough. They were both really good on the material I gave you. So the first point I'm going to give out is for creativity or actor relevance. You both mentioned the fact it was Love Island, or Love Island in some capacity. I like that. That was good.
mine wasn't actually Love Island.
Well,
Tom's couldn't be Love Island, really.
Well, it's Love Island, but without the S. It says Island.
Yes,
Love
one
Island.
singular island, yeah. Okay.
And I think, Tom, you got that point.
Yeah.
Because you made the relevance of the slow-mo. She loves the slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
That won it over for that.
Slow-mo.
What's the relevance?
She's always doing
slow-mo?
slow-mo stuff.
Always
She's always
doing
walking to the
slow-mo.
villa
Is she?
slow-mo, yeah.
Yeah.
Woody,
You should watch it.
you should watch it sometime. So Tom, you
I have a life, so...
Woody, you told me all morning you were playing Black Ops Zombies.
Wait.
and then the connection went out and you cried.
Yeah, I didn't cry, I was angry.
And the next point I'm giving out is for genre. Both of them were filled with action. Woody obviously had the explosion aspect. There was an explosion and everything. Tom definitely had the action, the shooting action section as well. There were guns, there was death, there was violence and everything. But I think I'm going to give the genre bit to Woody, just for the action bit, and obviously including Jason as well.
I mean, come on.
You have to.
Automatically wins, doesn't it?
You started with that.
So now, once again, we're back on the draw with 5 points each for the two of you. It all comes down to the point of the object of the golf balls. Tom, obviously the map for you was held in the golf ball. Woody, she used the golf balls to kill the last few members.
Weak.
Now,
You've definitely got that.
I've got it, just say it.
The issue that I have with these two is the golf ball with the map in. That could have been anything. Why was it a golf ball?
Yeah, it was a bit of a shit.
But for Woody's one, she could have just killed them with the club. Or any. Why did she?
Did. She killed the last one with the club. But obviously, she can't take on 3 guys at once, can she? She had to take 2 out at long range.
So
that was the thought behind it.
Ridiculous, though.
I've decided, for the final point of the object, that the point of the object, final point, winning point, goes to Woody, because it's set. It's set at a golf course. Tom, the golf ball could have been anything holding the map.
But it was the golf ball. That's what makes it.
Yeah, but right. So you needed some sort of link to why it
But
was a golf
you have to
ball.
play it.
Don't sit there and be like, there's got to be a link.
No, you could have been like she was an ex-golfer or something like that. That would have made it a little
That's
bit more.
a bit of a stretch, though, isn't it?
It's a bit of a stretch having it in a golf ball in the middle of Love Island.
Alright, okay, you win. Well done. Well done.
Mate,
To be fair, they were both bad.
they were both weak points.
It was difficult though, because
Yeah.
it was a golf ball, but Woody, you just scraped it away.
Oh.
So now, Tom, do you want to remind Woody what he's won? Nothing. Wait, Tom, what he won?
Nothing. A lost friend. That's what you've won.
Tom, do you want to remind Woody what he's
Well, he gets an adjective now.
He gets an adjective. Tom, you're currently Tom the
Aggressive.
aggressive, and
This is what you are when I triggered you and I won.
Very triggered.
And now, Woody, you get an adjective at the end of Woody the, which I've just randomly generated. Woody, you were Woody the. Woodrow, the. Now, you're Woody the annoyed. You're Woody the annoyed.
I was this morning.
You were this morning playing Black Ops.
Yeah.
So now, you're Woody the annoyed and Tom the aggressive. What a battle off between the two of you. Woody,
It was strong.
You're
It was
now
really strong.
You're now on the board with a name. Next time
Yeah.
you come back, we will refer to you as Woody the annoyed, Tom the aggressive. Hopefully, though, next time you come back, Tom might have a different name.
Maybe.
I'm hoping so. It's a bit
I mean,
hard.
Tom, you are a valid opponent. I'm
Thanks,
so shocked because your storytelling skills are stupidly good.
There we go. Both of you were good.
Yeah.
Both of you were good.
I'll take that, though.
Mine
Thank
was
you.
just really ridiculous though. Yours is thought
Plausible.
out. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
She was in KFC.
Cursing.
Okay, you guys shake hands. Oh! Well done. Tom, I'm
Sorry,
better
they're a
than
bit
you.
like I said, I'm sweating buckets here.
Now, Woody, for winning, did you have a favourite answer at all? One of Tom's, one of yours? Anything which is stuck in your head?
The thing that I can really vividly imagine is your end scene in the horror film of the chicken in the distance.
In the distance.
That was one of that was perfect. That was perfect.
Brilliant.
I love that.
I
And
could see it in
Tom,
your face when I looked over.
Yeah.
You could see the fear in your eyes.
pure fear.
He's got me.
And
Check.
Tom, any
Mate.
and Tom, any storylines which you enjoyed of yourself or Woody did?
Oh, I liked Woody's Keanu Reeves one.
That was
I
good.
thought that was
I like
cool.
that one. I
Yeah.
like that one. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Another Having Games down. Luckily, next time we play this, Tom might get another nickname, but it depends who we have on.
Well, if you'd actually awarded me the point that I we wouldn't be in this situation.
That was tough though. That was tough. That was a tough one. So thank you so much for listening, guys. You can check us out on all podcast directories and on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, YouTube. On YouTube now, you can listen to it on there. I found it so that Woody's only ever listened to the podcast through Spotify, which I think is really weird. Although Tom, you do as well. Actually, You listen to it through Spotify. I listen to it through the podcast app on the iPhone. Thank you so much for listening. The winner, Woody, a final word, one singular word to end the episode.
Chickens.
Chickens, thank you ever so much for playing, guys. See you next time. Thanks, Woody. Clap.
Oh.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.